me give you one more quote from Darwin, which is near identical to the Buddhist view, on morality. We are now back to Darwin. It is evident, in the first place, that with mankind, the instinctive impulses have different degrees of strength. A savage will risk his own life to save that of a member of the same community, but will be wholly indifferent about a stranger. A young and timid mother, urged by the maternal instinct, will, without a moment's hesitation, run the greatest danger for her own infant, but not for a mere fellow creature. Nevertheless, many a civilized man or even boy who never before risked his life for another, but full of courage and sympathy, has disregarded the instinct of self-preservation and plunged at once into a torrent to save a drowning man. What a writer. Though a stranger. In this case, man is impelled by the same instinctive motive which made the heroic little American monkey, formerly described, save his keeper by attacking the great and dreadful baboon. We really have to make this into a children's story. Last quote from Darwin. As man advances in civilization and small tribes are united into larger communities, the simplest reason would tell each individual that he ought to extend his social instincts and sympathies to all members of the same nation, though personally unknown to him. This point being once reached, there's only an artificial barrier to prevent his sympathies extending to the men of all nations and races, if they appear different from him. Experience unfortunately shows us how long it is before we look at them as our fellow creatures. Sympathy beyond the confines of man, that is humanity to the lower animals, seems to be one of the latest moral acquisitions. This virtue, one of the noblest with which man is endowed, seems to arise incidentally from our sympathies becoming more tender and more widely diffused until they extend to all sentient beings, unquote. When I read that to the Dalai Lama, he said, did he use those words, sentient beings? And now and when I said yes, he said, I am a Darwinian.